Welcome to BuildEdge Roof. This is Aaron Dietzen, BuildEdge Product Line Manager, and I want to take a couple minutes to talk to you about editing a roof in BuildEdge Roof. I'm going to hop into Revit right into the BuildEdge Roof add-in. First thing I want to mention is in order to edit a roof, of course I have to have a roof visible inside of BuildEdge. I can only make modifications to a roof that was created inside of BuildEdge. Revit roofs will show up inside of BuildEdge, but they're not editable. The only thing I can do to a roof that is created inside of Revit is select it and hit the delete roof command, which will delete it from the project. If I select a BuildEdge roof, I can make lots of modifications to it. Right here on the front screen, the Home tab, I can make changes to the rafter cut, whether or not it's going to include sheathing walls. If I want the depth of the roof to represent the sheathing only, rather than the default, which is the top chord of the truss or rafter plus the sheathing, I can add things like comments, marks, phase information. I can do all that just by editing it right from the main screen. If I want to actually modify the geometry, while it's selected, I click on the Edit Footprint command. That's going to take me into my input screen, same screen I saw when I actually created this roof. From here I can do a couple different things. One is while I'm in the Select command, I can pick a line of the roof. While that's highlighted, I can use the properties over here to the right, the left side, to modify my parameters. I can change the slope, overhang, that sort of information, or I can actually on the line pick the endpoint and modify it. Now, unlike Revit, I am restricted to moving this line along its original path. So I can lengthen or shorten the line. What I can't do is I can't take it and swivel it around. It is tied to the location of the original input. I can also, if there's a free end on the command or on the line, I can type in a specific length. So if I want to make this exactly 20 feet, I can do that. If I drag point to point, it will find that, oops, didn't quite make it there. Drag that up there, it will close up that corner, and when I close that, of course, it gives me my roof back. Some of the other commands that are specific to BuildEdge Roof are right here. If I want to add multi-slope, so say I want this face right here to slope up at 612 for 5 feet and then change, and then slope up the rest of the way as a 1012, I can just put that information right here into this bar, click on the line, it'll regenerate my roof and give me that break. So if we take a look there, you can see that there's a break, it's shallower, and then it changes to a steeper slope. You will notice that it does break the roof into multiple pieces. This is the only way in Revit to create this type of roof, but BuildEdge does all the work for you, so it does do the math and figure out how it needs to break that where. I'm going to undo that command, and I'm going to put in a Dutch hip. Same thing, I put in my slope that I want to put in. I'll say 6 foot setback, and we'll put that on the same side. Again, it's going to break the roof and give me my Dutch hip end right there. Important note about both these commands, change to multi-slope and change to Dutch hip. When I change these, I am limited to breaking the roof into only 2 pieces. That means I can have multiple multi-slope changes or Dutch hip changes, but the break of the roof has to fall at the same spot. So I could put another Dutch hip on this side right here, but that break would have to be where this line is right here. Alright. The third option here is change to gable end, and that simply takes the line and toggles slope defining off. The other commands I have in here are trim. So if I am in a situation where maybe due to input, because of where my walls are, whatever reason, I have 2 walls that don't cross or cross through each other, I can use trim to tell it to take both points and connect them together. Likewise, split command will take a line and break it wherever I click. And delete, of course, will take a line, we'll take a line and delete it. And use trim to close that back up. Final command on here is align eaves. Align eaves works just like it does in Revit, the difference being that I have absolute heights rather than distances from the top of the wall to the eave. In this case, works the same way. Down here at the bottom it says select eave to align to. I want to align to this lower eave, and I want to extend the overhang of this eave to line up. I click on it, it moves it, regenerates my roof, and I'm finished. The other thing that doesn't really fall into modify, but it's there for modifying my lines, is this measure tool. Measure will let me pick 2 points, and it will give me the dimension between them. It is temporary, it does go away, it doesn't stick around, so as soon as you click somewhere else, it disappears. But that is modification commands in a nutshell. As always, if you need more information, please do visit www.buildedge.com. Thank you.